All right, what's going on, guys? So, I told a couple friends of mine that I was going to go ahead and post an update on what all I was going on. This is my build for my PC. Now I've got the speakers and everything hooked up. That's going to go into the arcade cabinet that I'm going to build. I finally got my Launchbox kind of set up. Of course, BigBox is not set up yet. I haven't gotten my license for it yet, but I'm fixing to. Once that's done, then everything will be controlled through the controller, and then it'll also be controlled through the control deck on the arcade system that I'm building. But I did want to kind of give an update on what all I'm doing and what's going on with this. So this right here is Launchbox. Launchbox is it's a front-end loader so that you can kind of get all of your emulators all in one place instead of having to go here or there or all kinds of places to get your games loaded up. So what I've got loaded up here is I've got arcade games. I don't know if you can see that. I've got right now 445 arcade games total in the whole entire set. I've got 3,912 games total. 3DO interactive. Now, one thing that I wanted you to see is this is a beautiful build with Launchbox. It gives you all of this artwork. You can download this artwork. It's really simple. It's really easy to do once you get it done. But I've got 31 3DO games, 56 Atari Jaguar games, 106 TurboGrafx 16, Nintendo 64. We've got 310 games. The original NES. We've got 801 games. Now, one thing I want to show you with this as well is over here on this side of the screen, when you pull this up, it's going to give you some information about the game itself. You can also see some screenshots. Excuse me, some of these have fan art, so it's pretty cool little front-end loader with all the information that you get with it. 10-yard fight. I don't know if y'all remember this old game, but you get like some screenshots and things of that nature. Each one is kind of different, as this one actually plays a little sound with it. GameCube, I've got 40 games with the GameCube. Sega 32X, we've got 37 games. Sega CD, 32 games. Sega Dreamcast, 28 games. Genesis, 761 games. Sega Master System, 283 games. Sega Saturn, 19 games. Sony PlayStation 1, 176 games. And Sony PlayStation 2, I've got 63 games. A lot of these consoles have every game. It's like the Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo 64, and things of that nature. But and everything runs really well. Now, one thing else that I want to show you is I downloaded the bezel project. What the bezel project is it puts a nice little bezel. I prefer to use this on my arcade setup, not so much on my console games. I kind of like the console games looking like it was on a console, where you've got your 4x3 normal frame with the black on either side. However, my arcade games, I do like having the bezel. So we're going to go ahead and open up Altered Beast real quick, and we're going to kind of show you what this looks like. So go through a little setup screen. Now, as you can kind of see these bezels, when I'm talking about bezels, I'm talking about these things here on the side. For those of you that aren't, too familiar with emulation or gaming, but listen to that sound. I can't wait to get this in the cabinet. Let's turn that down just a little bit. My wife is working right now, and I don't want her coming out getting mad at me. So, as you can see, I've already got 2 credits in. I can add credits still, but we'll go ahead and start this up just so you can kind of see how this works. Like I said, once I get my BigBox download, once I get my key for BigBox, everything that's on here is going to be controlled through the controller. I won't need to use the keyboard to exit emulation or anything like that with any of these. But we'll go ahead and hit escape, and as you can see, it brings you right back out. The bezels are a beautiful thing on these, and just to kind of show you the difference between that and a system, we'll go ahead and pull up a Sega Genesis game. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and pull up Afterburner 2. Why not? And I'll kind of show you the difference between this and that. So as you can see, it automatically pulls up your emulator, starts your game up, and you're running. Push start. course it's wanting to be difficult. There it goes. I've been using this controller quite a bit, so the start button kind of gets stuck sometimes, but controls work really nice, smooth, fluent. Now, of course, this is going to go into an arcade cabinet. My system emulators, like my NES, Genesis, Super Nintendo, and things of that nature, I'm going to control using a controller, whereas in everything else is going to be controlled using like an actual arcade, joysticks, spinners, a trackball. The arcade cabinet I'm going to be building probably a year from now is when I'm going to start that. First I wanted to get this computer set up. It's going to be a nice little setup. So when we want to exit out of this, we just hit start and select. And we'll go ahead and close this content down. And we'll quit RetroArch. So anyway, my main reason for showing this is because this is kind of a project that I'm working on. So what I want to do is I want to get this build done. And once I get this build done, I'm actually going to put this all on a 1 terabyte hard drive. And the good thing about the 1 terabyte hard drive is it's going to be able to hold all these emulators, all of these ROMs and everything like that. So it's going to basically be a plug and play. And I might be offering this to anybody who doesn't want to take the time, because let me tell you, this is pretty time consuming setting all this up. I've been working on this for weeks, and this is the point I'm at right now. The next point is going to be BigBox, and I'm going to post another video of what BigBox is and show you the ease of access and how easy it is to set it up and get it running. But I am going to be putting all this on a 1 terabyte hard drive and possibly making this available to folks that might want to play this on their own home systems or anything. Now I'm building this on an old Dell right here that I purchased. The 1 terabyte hard drives I'm going to be setting up are going to work on any modern system pretty much. If you've got a system that's within the last 2 or 3 years, it's going to work perfectly fine. Now with this system, I am going to add a GPU because there is a little bit of screen tearing on some of the PlayStation 2 games. But everything else, PlayStation all the way through the arcade, everything works fine. Oh, bless you, Montana. Montana's over there checking things out too. But everything runs really good on this system. So once I get everything done, I get everything kind of tested up and everything like that, I'm going to post another video and see if there's any interest in something like this between my friends or whatever. But anyway, if you got any questions, feel free to shoot me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Y'all have a good day. And remember, gaming keeps you young.